honestly a little disappointed to see the few hands of the people who've been here before, but the upside is you've all been here now, and you know what a cool place it is, and we hope that you all come back and visit us one of these days when you're on your own time. As you can see, we've got a great history here. We love to show it off to everyone. You know, for a lot of people, I'll give you a little quick little history here. In fact, for those of you who don't know, you know, Oakland is really the place for aviation on the West Coast. I think a lot of people don't realize that. You know, back in the day, in the very early days of aviation, when people thought everything was happening on the East Coast, you know, out here in Oakland, we were designing and building our own airplanes as early as 1909. You know, all of the first flights across the Pacific happened right out of Oakland Municipal Airport, right here, what is now known as historic Northfield. We had the first airport hotel in the United States. This place was actually dedicated personally in 1927 by Charles Lindbergh. It was his favorite airport in the country at that time. You know, so this is really, really a cool, significant history we have here. We're glad you guys get to come in today and see it. And just thank you all for being here. We really appreciate it. I'm going to let Pam say a couple of things.
Hello, I'm really happy to see everybody here tonight. This is really amazing. And I like to say that Oakland is one of the places where the pedal hit the pond. So this is a place where it really ripples out. And it still is, because look at all of you here. This is amazing. And I also want to reiterate the fact that this is your museum. This is a public trust. This place belongs to you. So just let that sink in. Thanks for coming tonight.
Thank you kindly. I'm also very proud to share with you that we have Over Paradise, who sang some beautiful music for us. And then we have Octavio Espinosa, who's an international award-winning singer. Thank you so much for your continued entertainment. Thank you so much. Okay, now if I may have a drum roll, please. I am truly honored. By the way, how many of you here are veterans? Let's give them a round of applause, please. Thank you for supporting us, for protecting our nation, and for putting your life at risk. I am extremely honored, and I'm sure many of you are. We have two of the original Tuskegee Airmen from the World War II. And please, if you can say a few words, please, gentlemen, let's give them a round of applause. Thank you so much for your service. David, would you please introduce these fine gentlemen?
All right, first we have Captain Les Williams. He was one of the bomber pilots with the 477. And he was actually the first one to complete the bomber pilot training. And we also have Lieutenant Leroy Gilead, who was his bombardier, navigator bombardier. They want a little history. I gave a speech last week, and it was about 20 to 30 minutes long. I have to give the Reader's Digest version tonight. Okay, in World War II, they considered that the greatest generation, and that was because things were happening around the world that could have changed things. If we had lost that war, World War II, we could be speaking Japanese on this coast and German on the East Coast. And whatever happened in the middle, I don't know. But it's because of gentlemen like these and other World War II veterans that we don't speak those languages as our primary languages. And we are just honored, glad to honor, because they were the first black military pilots in the government, in the military. And that happened in World War II. And they did a phenomenal job when they were out flying to support this country. So just to give you just a short burst of energy from World War II. These guys are our heroes. These are my heroes. My dad was also a pilot and Tuskegee Airman. His job was a little different than theirs. The fighter pilots, they flew 4 different type of aircraft. They preferred the P-47s and the P-51s. There's a P-51 model over there. I don't know if the room is available for viewing, but there's a lot of history there about the Tuskegee Airmen and other black pilots in the country. But these guys, they're like my dads. All right. Any questions? Okay. Thank you very much.
Very often when you hear Tuskegee Airmen, you have all kind of ideas. And what I wanted to bring out that is not known, there are over 15,000 Tuskegee Airmen, men and women, black and white, civilian and military. There were 2 groups, a fighter group and a bomber group. The fighter group went overseas and had an outstanding record in escorting the Allied bombers with the lowest level of losing bombers during their escort missions. The bomber group, of which we were a part, were known for its fighting racial segregation and discrimination stateside. So there is a statement made that double victory, victory abroad, victory at home. And so when you think about it, everybody thinks Tuskegee is a pilot. Out of 15,000, there were only 1,000 pilots, 700 fighter and 400 and 300 bomber pilots. And that's less than 3%. But you know, being young, being an aviator, everybody wants to be a Red Baron. So therefore, that's what you hear about. You don't hear about the rest of us. I just want you to remember that. 2 groups, a fighter group which were overseas, and a bomber group. Now on January 20th, 2012, Lucasfilms is putting out his picture of the Red Tails. You won't hear anything about us, the bombers. That's all it's about, the Red Tails. All right, so make sure when you carry the message to get it straight. More than 15,000 Tuskegee Airmen, men and women, black and white, civilian and military. Thank you.
Gentlemen, it's a true honor. Thank you kindly. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, they're signing their books. Please support them. It's a great organization. Also, many of you are donating prizes for the drawing. We're going to do that later on by 8:15, 8:20 p.m. tonight. If you don't have a prize, you can fill out one of these. And also, we have several people here selling raffle tickets. And 100% of the proceeds are going to support this great museum. Ladies and gentlemen, this is all about networking. Hopefully you're having a good time. I apologize again for the lack of the food here, but these things happen. But we always finish our little presentation here with a little request. If all of you would please look to the person to your right. Try it out. Now look to the person to your left and say, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Networking 101. Let's enjoy ourselves and have a great time, take pictures, and thank you again. We'll see you at our next event. God bless. Thank you.